Education for the black Jamaican child. Education for the black Jamaican child. Education for the black Jamaican child cannot be an education that teaches them to work. It must be an education that teaches them how to take, acquire, protect, expand, and maintain black supremacy in Jamaica. If the education does not teach black supremacy, then the education is useless. Jamaica, don't you fall for multiculturalism. Multiculturalism wants you to say that Jamaica belongs to everybody in Jamaica. That's what the South Africans said in 1994. They said everybody in South Africa is a South African. Only problem with that is no black South Africans own any of the diamond mines. They don't own any of the gold mines. They don't own any of the material deposits, and neither are you. I also heard that there's a movement to eliminate the Jamaican patois native dialect from the children's tongues in public schools. Let me talk about that for a minute. Have anybody ever heard of Willie Lynch before? Have you heard of Willie Lynch? Let me tell you what Willie Lynch did. Slave master who came to teach other slave masters how to control their slaves. The first thing Willie Lynch said, he said, don't let your slaves speak their own native tongue. Don't let your slaves communicate in their own native language. Because Willie Lynch said, as long as they speak their own language, they will never belong to you. Because language reminds the people that they were somebody before you found them. But guess what? Many of the islands didn't listen. In Jamaica during slavery, you still couldn't get an education. In the United States, the 13 states didn't let black slaves get an education. So that means your patois has survived over 150 years, and you still speak it today, and you should continue to speak it. And I need you to understand that Jamaican patois is not broken English. Jamaican patois is a descendant of West African Niger-Congo dialect. Bougie Negroes say, I don't believe that. Our kids need to speak standard English. They can't get a job speaking patois. Well, I don't want the Jamaican children to get a damn job. I want them to own the damn business. And when you own the business, you can talk any kind of way you want to. In South Africa, they have made the Chinese language of Mandarin an official language in South Africa. Jamaica, I need y'all to be careful. Because if y'all keep on letting y'all government let the Chinese come in and buy up your whole damn island, they're going to make Chinese a new language in Jamaica. Mark my words. Mark my words. Just like in South Africa, if it can happen in South Africa, it can happen in Jamaica. You must resist it. Now, for those of you who think Jamaican patois is broken English, let me explain to you that there's differences between African languages and white languages. In white language, many of the words end in a consonant. African language, many of the words end with a vowel. So when white people talk, they will say, we are getting ready to have supper with the Thompsons tonight. Black people don't talk like that. You said me get this something ready to eat, man. The difference is Your words run together like one. Because African culture is a rhythmic culture, and we talk within the rhythm of the universe. And so there are no breakings between African words, because we are a people who are without limitation. That's why when the music sounds, black people start dancing. That's why when the music sounds, you catch a little beat and you can't help yourself, because you are part and parcel to the rhythmic dance of the universe. What's another difference between the white man language and the black man language? The white man language emphasizes communication of the point. After the white man talks, he says, did you understand what I said? Did you hear what I mean? Did what I just say make any sense? That's the white man. The black man don't really care about what you say. The black man is only concerned with what you meant. And so when black people communicate, we're not listening to the message. We're listening to the vibration with which you gave the message, because we know you can say one thing with your damn mouth and something else with your spirit. Jamaica, make some noise! The other difference between white language and black language: when white people talk, only one white person is allowed to talk at a time. One white man talks, everybody else listens. Well, there's a time for that in African culture. There's a time for that in Jamaican culture. But most of the time, our culture is based on collective participation. So if Dr. Umar is speaking and my brother can feel what I mean, my brother might jump in and finish my sentence, because we are on the same vibration. Do you understand me, Jamaica? The Jamaican child is not a black child painted white. Don't you fall for that.